Did you know that America is in the Bible? Yes, read for yourself the book of Revelations, the 17th and the 18th chapter. Tell me this is not America. Now, when John was exiled to the isle that is called Patmos for preaching Christ, God gave him a vision of the end times and the second coming of Jesus. The words of this prophecy is called the revelation of Jesus Christ. After showing John many things up in heaven, an angel came to John and said, "Come here, I will show you the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication." The woman sitting upon a scarlet-colored beast, she had a name on her forehead, Mystery Babylon the Great, mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Verse 7 says, "I will tell you the mystery." Chapter 17 verse 8 says, "The beast she is riding is the son of perdition." 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3, the Antichrist. The beast that was and is not and yet is. Chapter 17 verse 15 says, "The water where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues." Where else is that true except America? Tell me. You know, there are between 350 and 430 languages spoken in America. Verse 16 says, "The 10 kings that are with the beast shall hate the whore, and they shall burn her with fire." Verse 18 says, "She is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth." Then another angel cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, "Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils and demons." It says in verse 3, "All nations have committed fornication with her." Chapter 18, verse 5 says, "And her sins has reached heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities." Verse 8 says, "In one day death and mourning, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire." In verse 9, "All the kings and the merchants that got rich off of her bewailed her and lamented over her when they saw the smoke of her burning afar off, for fear of her torment." Verse 10 says, "In 1 hour, and they wept and mourned over her." Revelations 18:15 says, "All the merchants that were made rich by her stood afar off." Now that's a fire, you can see it from afar off. Verse 17 says, "In 1 hour so great riches are made desolate." Verse 18, they said, "What city is like unto this great city? Only it's not a city, it's a country. It's America, and it's gone." Well, how else would they be able to attack Israel? Verse 19 says, "They cried, weeping and wailing over her." What other city or country would the entire world mourn? Only America. Verse 21 says, "With violence shall it be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all." Now that's nuclear. Verse 23 says, "The light of her candle shall not shine no more at all in thee." There mean no survivors. It tells us why. It says, "By thy sorceries were all nations deceived." Revelations 19 and 3 says, "Her smoke rose forever and ever." This is a prophecy about America, the end times, and that's now. Wake up, America. Repent.